almost 2 years after the inauguration of some 1,500 housing units under the Saglemi housing project, there is no sign of life in what was described as a massive leap towards addressing Ghana's housing deficit. Deputy Works and Housing Minister Frida Prempeh only last week stated government has found evidence of potential corruption in the award of the contract for the construction of the affordable houses. According to her, though contractors have completed less than 500 of the 1,500 units, almost all of the contract sum of $200 million has been paid out. JoyNews' Joseph Akable has been to the site of the controversial housing project and reports they remain uncompleted and unoccupied, with weeds taking over parts of the structure.
The housing project, pegged at $180 million, rests on a 300-acre land off the Accra-Aflao Road. 1,502 housing units facility comprising 1 to 3 bedroom apartments and townhouses were to be built. They were expected to be sold at subsidized rates for low-income earners to afford. It is to be a complete city with industrial and recreational facilities, schools, shopping malls and other social amenities. It forms part of Ghana's push to tackle its housing deficit that has for years been pegged at 1.7 million. Very beautiful housing units one can observe when you are using the Accra-Aflao Road. It is the Saglemi housing project. From afar, it looks completed and occupied by people. But a closer interaction with sources within the unit tells JoyNews that the project has been abandoned since the change in government. By abandoned, our sources explain to us that there hasn't been any progress in the work. The second fact that may be disappointing to those who may see the beauty of this project is the fact that it is not completed. And that is what our sources tell us. They go a step further to inform us that parts of the various units have actually been taken over by weeds, as movement within it is somewhat difficult, simply because of the fact that the work is not progressing. This unit has been in the news quite recently after the Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, Frida Prempeh, raised some concerns about the fact that the project cost remains the same despite a reduction in the number of housing units that are to be provided for. We know for a fact, and from the communication from the Deputy Minister, that just about a little over 400 of the housing units are actually be completed and ready to be commissioned, but a good number. You recall that this particular phase of the project has to do with 1,500 housing units provided in a housing units project that is supposed to provide 5,000 housing units. So in terms of the situation here, we can say that work is not progressing because it's been abandoned, and the second fact being that no one has taken residence at any of the housing units that are completed as we speak to you. Reporting for JoyNews from Saglemi, my name is Joseph Akable.